Race morning and the hours before the start of a full-distance triathlon are always special. You don't have that kind of excitement in so many other events each year. This race morning was also special. I had slept very well, which seems to be a new habit for me. I ate a little breakfast and drank coffee. I wasn't hungry at all. Then we drove with our van to Roth. It took around 40 minutes. It was dark. Nobody talked in the van. We were 5 athletes in it. When walking from the parking place to the transition area, we had to use mobile phone flashlights. It was so dark and at the same time magical. I played some Britney Spears songs from my mobile phone speakers to wake up. I organized my stuff quite quickly in the transition area. After that, I had some time to sit down with the boys, Joona, Vesa and Tero, before we all headed to swim start. I did an around 10-minute warm-up in the water and then waited for the pro women's start, which was 3 minutes after men's first wave.
My plan for the swim was to push a bit harder to get to the fast bike packs. In the swimming start line, we chat together with Joona, with other pro athletes, and found that there was 50+ minute swimmers around us, so we were in the right spot. We started from the third row, all the way from the left. Kienle Lange just in front of us. Gun went off and start was quite controlled, even there was 35 pros plus fast sub-9 age groupers. I took start bit too easy as I missed the 50+ minute group, and after 500 meter swim I was able to keep in my group without kicking, and noticed there are no fast groups inside. Couple of times I tried to get away from the group to catch others, which seems to be impossible as in the front I needed to push much harder without draft. I also noted when increasing effort I started coughing a lot. My asthma seems not to be in control. This followed me during whole day, not really affecting my overall feeling, but my breathing and assumably also the oxygen uptake.
I started in the middle group in second row and found quite well some feet to draft, but after some 100 meters I found myself swimming alone and not feeling the best. I don't know where the girls in front of me vanished. My stomach felt weird and I had to decrease the effort. Luckily the swimming was still going pretty okay, and in the last quarter of the swim I passed a few girls and finished the swim still feeling good. My swim time was 1 hour 1 minute 4 seconds. I wasn't happy with it after the race, but when starting the bike leg I didn't think about it. I've learned to focus on the things that I can still control, and the slow swim wasn't anymore something I could control. It was anyways a PR swim time for me, but my pool swims would have predicted a faster time.
For the bike we got nice group of 4 to 5 athletes and ride together, switching turns frequently. First lap was more controlled compared to second loop, when we got Anne Hau, pro female leader, who was riding really fast, and got age groupers also into course, which break the group dynamic, especially in technical parts in small villages. Overall bike course was nice and interesting, technical, short steep hills and also longer ascents, and then long descents and almost no long flat sections. This divided the power distribution quite uneven as expected. I was spending hour and a half cruising under 200 watts, which is zone 1 for me, and around 1 hour more than 300 watts, getting normalized power 265 for the bike as planned. Average power does not really give accurate estimation during this type of bike courses, so following normalized power gives better view. Of course you need to have prepared for varying power numbers. Fueling went as planned and I took 115 grams of carbs. During the bike, drank 1.4 liter per hour and almost 1 gram sodium per hour as planned and felt good on T2.
My bike started well and fast. I had to concentrate on riding not too hard. It was a bit cold before we reached the longest climb at 38 km, so I easily wanted to push a bit over my target power to stay warm. Then the climb came and I loved it. It gave nice variation to the mainly flat course. I had cycled mainly alone the first 60k, but got some company after it. It was actually a bit annoying, although also nice. I'm very used to cycling alone and just staring at my power values on my Garmin screen, so it was at times difficult to ride with others. At the end of the first loop, I passed a few pro women. I made a few passes on the second round too and finished the bike leg in 8th position. I had been 15th after the swim. I think the most difficult section of the bike race was kilometers 110 till 120. I rode alone and it was headwind. I just kept reminding myself to keep the head down and hammer to the long climb. When I reached the climb, I rode it even faster than in the first loop. Gel bottle was empty and waffle cookies eaten when I entered T2, so I had succeeded well with my nutrition plan.
Run started in controlled way and I took it easy in the beginning, running 4:20, 4:30 pace. First part was 5k long to get to the 20k gravel loop beside the canal. Day was warming up and temperature during the run was 23-26 Celsius. But that was not an issue at any point as bike was done in cooler temps and humidity was low. The run in Roth is inspiring, as you can see others several times. It was great to see all the others from our group doing well, and also pro leads pushing hard in the front. Plan was to keep the run in control until 30k and try to keep steady pace during the most challenging last 10k part, which included going through narrow city streets, cobblestones and some descents and ascents. I was able to keep pace steady, and second part of the marathon was quite even with the first one. Breathing issues and coughing followed me during whole run and was not able to breathe really deeply. Still legs were going strong and energy-wise was doing well and was able to take around 75 gram of carbs, 1 gram sodium and 0.7 liter of liquids per hour during the run.
To my surprise, the marathon started quite well. I ran nice even 4.23 minutes per kilometer the first hour. After that, the pace started to naturally slow down a little bit, although I still felt good. I had some weak minutes at around 33k, but found some extra energy after making a pass at 26k. I was then running at place 7. I had to make one toilet stop at around 30k, and then hit the hilly part of the marathon course. My legs had given some signals of the famous wall at 32k, so I took the climb quite easily, maybe too easily. After the long climb, I started to smile. The wall feeling had passed and I felt good and strong again, or at least so strong you can feel after 8.5 hours of racing. I had 3-minute gap to the 8th girl, so I could quite easily keep the same effort and just run thinking about the finish line.
Finishing in the Roth Stadium was great, even though there was not that much audience. Long green carpet and familiar finish line from the videos was waiting to end long project and season. Very controlled race, and I was happy to finish strong.
It is strange how you can imagine the finish line in front of you, although I had never seen it in Roth before. Then celebrations and a big smile when I finally ran to the green carpet and finished in 7th place. I had run a 3 hour and 30 minutes marathon. It wasn't what I really targeted, but at that moment I was very proud of myself. It was second full distance triathlon within 3 weeks, and my performance had been solid in both of them.
Road to Roth, 9-month project came into a conclusion in best possible way. What a success that was for our group. All of us made personal overall best times, even calculating which shoulder bike leg. And there were also many personal small targets for the race, and everybody was able to achieve those. Of course we had personal challenges, but that is part of the full distance triathlon racing. We achieved next level. And now it's time to take short break and plan for a new season.